This is All Things 80s with Garrett, and I'm Garrett. We're back with another edition of Silver Bullet Filming Locations. This is not going to be episode 3. This is episode, we'll call this 2.5. I've been working on episode 3, but this one had a few things that I wanted to correct and a couple things I wanted to add, and kind of didn't fit with episode 3 content. I realized I had an error in my episode 1. I had the wrestling scene that was when right before Milt gets killed, Tammy's dad, and he's watching NWA wrestling, and I had on there that it was Brian Adias and Buzz Sawyer who he fought. It was not Buzz Sawyer who he fought. So I want to cover that. I also want to cover found Marty's tree, which is right behind me right here. This is not the tree, but this is my kite, and this is my little boy Dylan flying the kite. We had about as much luck flying the kite as Marty and Brady did out there. We got stuck in a tree, and it was hardly any wind. I've been better off just having a string like they did in the original movie. And then I got a little picture. I got a better view of David's house. Show you that real quick. And then the last thing I want to show you is the view of Wright Street. I showed you the night version. I was going to show you the version of when the fireworks get canceled and Marty and his family are going down the road, and they do the little thing. Here, my friend Matt, he helped me out with the drone footage. He helped me out with the maximum overdrive, doing some of that as well. And you'll see some more of his footage in episode 3. But I did want to go ahead and throw that in there in this video as well, just so you can see some of his work. And he just started his own YouTube channel. I've been encouraging him to do so. He lives in the Wilmington area, and I've been wanting him to do some stuff with the film stuff for like new locations and stuff that's coming out, like Scream and stuff like Halloween Kills that just came out recently, and some other stuff that's coming out. Like Mel Gibson has a new movie that's filming down in Southport, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna give him a shout out at the end as well. You can check out his YouTube page. It just went up, and it's called, I think, Off the Beach Production, and I'll put the details in my video description down below. But let's go look right now at the where my error was with the wrestling scene with Milt, and I'll tell you what happens. And it's really cool that I found this. I actually found this last night, and I just really wanted to share with you guys what I found. So let's look at the scene, and then we'll talk about what happened.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the very best in professional wrestling, worldwide wrestling. And John, we've got a very exciting match. We have one of the young lions in there, Brian Adias.
Come on, Rebel! We're gonna bust him up tonight. We're gonna kick some ass. We're gonna kick some ass. Ow! Bust him up. Bust his chops.
So here's what led to this. I was there's a really cool page, and I've mentioned it before. It's the Stephen King Silver Bullet page. It's on Facebook. I recommend if you love Silver Bullet and you're watching this, I'm sure you love Silver Bullet. I would go look it up. It's called the Stephen King Silver Bullet page. The guys there who run it do a fantastic job. They found most of the locations already on this stuff, but a lot of good content, and the guys put out stuff all the time, like on birthdays and for the actors, and got some really cool, even like Bill Smitrovich is on there and he was, that's Andy from the movie. So it's really cool that there's a good fan interaction going on the site. But somebody mentioned, it was just James Bafko, the guy who plays Milt. It was his birthday on January 1st, and we're talking about like someone asked a question, is like, I wonder which wrestling organization that was, and I mean, it says NWA, but somebody mentioned that it was like, oh, it says Worldwide Wrestling, so I don't think it's that. Well, back in '84, NWA was known as the NWA Worldwide Wrestling. That was what they went as, and so. But I went back to look at my video. I went back to look at the original as well, and I noticed I was trying to find. And I've always had, so here's the deal. I put on the original, my episode 1, it was Brian Adias and Buzz Sawyer, and he later went by as Bulldog Buzz Sawyer. That's the way I remembered him as. Anyway, and I knew the guy in the video didn't look like that, but you're listening and you're like, you hear Buzz Sawyer, and I'm like, but it didn't really look like Buzz Sawyer. But I was like, I looked at some old 80s pictures, and I'm like, maybe, it was before he lost some of his hair, before he got a little bit bigger. I don't know. It's like, but you're talking about him. So I did my original research. I found out they wrestled like 4 times in July of '84, and that's the only time I think they wrestled during that time frame. In that point of like '84, '85, and maybe it was filmed in '84. So that's where I got that from. But I went back, I was listening, and I did some searching, and this is what I found the actual footage, and this is really cool. And it wasn't Buzz Sawyer. I mean, obviously Brian Diaz would know that, but it was actually July of '84. That's correct. But it was Paul Kelly who he was going against. And the wrestling match was shown on television on July 28th, 1984. It was filmed on July 27th, 1984, up in Hampton, Virginia. And it was shown on NWA Worldwide Wrestling. That's the name of it was on Worldwide, and it was originally aired on July 28th, 1984. Of course, we see it, and it's supposed to be September. I don't think we're not we're not in October yet. So this is the end of sometime in September. This is being shown in the movie. So it definitely was pre-recorded. But it was Paul Kelly he was fighting against, and I found the footage.
And John, we've got a very exciting match. We have one of the young lions in there, Brian Adidas against Paul Kelly. This is going to be some exciting match. Brian Adidas is certainly. And John, we've got a very exciting match. We have one of the young lions in there, Brian Adidas against Paul Kelly. This is going to be some exciting match. Brian. Letterman in college and track, and also excelled in wrestling.
Bust him up. Bust his chops.
And this is what's kind of wild. It's like, if the very first part, if you line it up, and I'm going to show you right, line it up here, and you let this run all the way through simultaneously as that plays out in Silver Bullet in the movie. Right as Milt's getting pulled down, Brian Diaz wins the match, and then he's declared the winner. So you want to know who wins? You want to know who what happens on the wrestling when poor Milt's getting pulled down and getting tore up by the werewolf, gets that plank in his stomach. It's Brian Diaz who he gets to win.
To the road. Airplane spin. Brian Adidas with his famous airplane spin. Around and around goes Paul Kelly. He deposits him on the mat. Let's see if we can get a 3 count. There's 2. And we got a winner. Brian Adidas with his airplane spin. Great match. Great win.
Now we're going to go look at Greenfield Park, and I found the tree. I'm pretty confident this is the tree that Marty's kite got stuck in, and that he miraculously went up and climbed over on the branch and got it out before Jane came and helped him down out of there. But I want to show you where the tree is. That branch is gone, but the tree, I think, still exists. It's right there. All right, I think I may have figured out the case of the missing tree of Marty. The tree Marty was in when he's climbing for his kite. It's very possible it's this tree right here. And if it's not, it had to be somewhere like a little bit to the left of this tree. And I think this is it. You could see I told you earlier, you could see the dock right behind it, and a bridge that's over in the background here when he's in it. But when Jane helps him get down off the limb with the kite, and the one he miraculously climbed up, remember? you could see the sidewalk right behind her, and another sidewalk over there with the benches, and that's where the scene a little bit later when they talk with Uncle Red. But there's a bench on this sidewalk, and there's an indention of where right here of where a bench used to sit. You could see it right there, and that lines up with that grass was not there. The tall grass in the water, the whatever, and I cannot remember the name of that, what that's called. But she had a clear view of the lake and the trees that are in the lake. But right, back it up again, right here. I think this would have been, and I think that would have been the limb. The area with the limb would have been out, coming off of it right there. But when she helps him down, there's a nice view. She helps him in the wheelchair underneath the limb, and there's a bench there, and you see the other sidewalk, which is where those people are right there. There's benches down there, and that is, I think, where the location. I think we found the missing location, the missing tree. And right, actually, this light post is the post that's right behind Brady, and I'll show you that as well. Right here, and over there, I believe is the area that's the tree that Brady was flying his kite on the other side, in the open area. And that tree there that you see would not have been there. It was a much open view behind the lake behind it. And I was going to fly some kites today, but I don't think we're going to have the wind. I'd have to have a string like they did in the movie. All right, maybe keep running. It's maybe the first time since 1984 that a rainbow kite was actually flown in Greenfield Park. This is for you, Marty. Awesome. Keep doing it. This is about as good as it was then. There you go. So when reality mirrors art, so he was flying the kite, got stuck in this tree. We are not not too far from where they did it. And here we. All right, let's go. This is. Hey, Marty's kite was a lot further down. We didn't have to go so far up to get his kite. So we were able to get the kite out of the tree without having to climb up the way Marty did to get it. But yes, here's a picture. You saw a glimpse of him. This is Sawyer Smoak. I mentioned Sawyer Smoak in episode 2. Sawyer Smoak was the first one to get to the church where the interior scenes were shot. He was there about a week before I was, and was able to get some pictures on the inside. It was good to meet up with Sawyer and to get a chance to talk to him. We got to hang out for a little bit there at the park, and watch Dylan fly kites and get him stuck in trees. We talked about the movie a little bit. I was trying to get TD Wolf to come, but he was out of town on that day. But check out Sawyer's Instagram page, Not to Say 02. That's his handle. Check him out, and he's got some great pictures on there. And I think we didn't get a picture together, but we'll get one next time. I'll be in Wilmington again to do some filming, and we'll hang out again. But it was a great time just to see him and get a chance to talk to him about the movie. And then we're going to go look. Like I said, we're going to go. I'll show you David's the view from the movie, and then we'll go back to Wright Street in courthouse and show you the view of the crane. This is where we see the October 1st, the fairground has been, the carnival rides have been canceled, and they turn the corner and go down there. And I got my friend Matt here with me today, and he's gonna do a couple of the drone footage right here. It goes up, and we also see this at nighttime as well. Yep. So this is a cool aspect. My friend Matt did help me with this, with Maximum Overdrive video, and it's kind of cool since the same director who did the filmography for the for Maximum Overdrive did Silver Bullet. He's the one that lost the eye in Maximum Overdrive, but he did this movie first. There's a lot of similarities with, you see looking through like a car window. You also see him do where he's, you see in this movie where he looks in the like the rearview mirror, and you see like one time where at the baseball field where Marty's eye is seen in his rearview mirror for the Silver Bullet, and then you see the same thing in the rearview mirror of, or his side, it's Marty's side mirror on the Silver Bullet, and it's the Reverend's rearview mirror. You see his eye, and they kind of have a film from the back, so it's kind of one of his signature things. And then another thing he likes to do is, like I said, is he did in Maximum Overdrive, is go up. Probably had a crane or something, and they went up high and then come down low. And beginning of the movie, you see that, and the night shot is up really high looking down the street, and then we see the day shot where it's a little bit higher over this stoplight, and that's where when the Coslows are headed home after since the carnival's it's been canceled, the fairgrounds have been canceled. Yeah, that's it. Awesome. Go up, man. Up. How far can you send it? Oh, that's all. Let's see. What is? Can you see it all? Oh, that's cool. Let me see. Let me show here what's going on here on this thing. Probably can't show it, but we'll see it. You'll see it when I'll put the video in. And let's look at more of that. Oh yeah, that's a pretty shot. Can you tilt it all to the left? I just can't. I mean, just a little bit. Okay, awesome. That's cool. So yeah, Armando, I'm probably killing his name. I'm sorry. I'll look at it later and I'll get it right. But he would have loved a drone if he could have used one.
By leaving town. And personal note, folks, this is the time to be pulling together, not to be bailing out. Now let's hear from Sue Ann Eckersley.
All right, I want to thank you for watching another episode of All Things 80s with Garrett. It's been great talking to you and sharing this information with you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Check out my friend Matt's new YouTube page. Check out Off the Beach Production. Check the video description down below. This is, I mean, I get no monetary value from this. I don't get a kickback or anything. This is my friend Chris from the Midnight Movie Snap Podcast. He designed a shirt. I'll have the link down below as well. It's for the Peacemaker and stuff. It's really cool. Hey, I'm just, this is just about, friends helping friends. Sawyer Smoak, who I mentioned in the video that I met up with him here at the park, got a chance to meet him. I'm sorry I didn't get a picture with Sawyer this time. I will get a picture with Sawyer next time. We're going to meet up again at some point, and we're going to look at some other location stuff. He just got a really cool Instagram page. Check out his page. I'll put the link down below as well. And episode 3 is coming, and hopefully that'll be the last video on Silver Bullet for a while. But hope you've enjoyed this. Hit subscribe, hit like, and leave me some comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. All right, take care.